Hi everybody. It's a privilege for me to be here onto this TED Talk today. I can't even believe today that an underconfident guy, one of the most anxious guy, one of the most nervous guy into the classes is now presenting in front of a TED Talk. Well, that's a journey, and it's a journey that I really wanted to highlight over here today. I wanted to start this conversation with a quick story. A story of a 12-year-old Hifzan who was one of the most anxious guy that I've ever came across. The story begins with I'll just have to quick add few of the instances before I tell you the story that so that I can make you understand that how underconfident that guy Hifzan was in front of people. He was a person. I mean, you have might came across listening to the people that the people used to get anxious in front of people if they have to speak probably in front of like 100 people, 200 people, 500 people, right? But Hifzan was a kind of a person who used to get anxious while speaking in front of five gathered family members. Yes, that's true, and that person is me. Hifzan, I never used to come in front of my relatives for probably more than 30 seconds. I never even had an interaction with anybody for more than a minute when I was early in my early days. And that is something that I was always so underconfident about. So that story depicts how pretending to be confident made me brave. This is a long transformation time. This is a long transformation journey that I just wanted to summarize over here into this TED Talk today. That if you are a person who's other side onto the screen and listening to me today, and you are also a nervous kid, an anxious kid who is afraid of public speaking, who's afraid of speaking in front of people, this conversation today that I'm going to have with you all today is going to help you a lot. I'll start with a story. When I was in 8th standard, I was even a kind of a person who used to get anxious in attending the roll calls. Would you believe that? Right? My roll number was 21. I still remember when my class teacher counts from 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then it comes to 19 and 20. I started getting nervous. Oh, I really have to raise my hand and say that yes, ma'am, I'm present in the class. Well, this depicts the kind of anxious person I was actually, and the transformation was quite exciting for me, to be very honest. So I'll be starting with the story first. So the story starts with I was in 8th standard and my mentor came to me suddenly on the day of the annual fest that Hifzan, the person who was supposed to be doing anchoring today, she is absent. And I said okay. And then she said, I'm giving this opportunity to you to do the anchoring for the whole event today. I was not ready to accept that. I smiled, looked at the faculty, looked at that teacher, and said, "Are you sure? Anchoring that to me? You know that I'm probably one of the most underconfident guy when it comes to public speaking." I said this to her. She said by smiling that that's why I'm giving you this opportunity, and I have a lot of belief, I have a lot of potential that you'll be able to do well today. I was little dicey, I was little skeptical initially to accept that opportunity particularly, but I said yes, I will be accepting that. I got the script. I got an ample amount of time to prepare for that particular annual fest, and I went on the stage. Believe me, I was pretending that I was confident, but actually I was not. I was very anxious. I was getting a notion again and again into my mind that why should I'm not running away from these particular circumstances. This is something that I'm not built for. This is something that I have never done it before. I can't speak in front of 500 people at one point in time. And that made me realize that somebody has believed into me, somebody has given this opportunity to me, and I have to cope up to that. And this particular thing depicts how pretending to be confident made me brave over the. I'll be telling, when I was climbing the ladder at that time, my legs were shivering and I was about to feel that I'm going to collapse. Yes, that's true. I was about to feel that I'm going to collapse and I should run away, but and I wasn't even brave, right? Then on that day, the whole anchoring I did pretty well. I closed my eyes, I deep breath. I was panicking initially, but over the time I've realized that I have to pretend. Just by pretending that I have to be confident, I managed to manage whole session so well, and I did the anchoring so well. It's just that the pauses that was coming to my mind, coming to my hair, coming to my everything, it was something that I'm not ready to accept. And I was skeptical. Is this all pauses? Is this all claps? It's for me that I did the anchoring so well. Then my faculty came back to me and said that Hifzan, I said that you had a potential and you will be going to do well. After that first night, I said that this is a conscious choice that I wanted to make. That whatever the opportunities that will be coming on my way, be it say it's a departmental competition, be it say it's a conferences, it beats it's a whole owning up to a particular event, or taking initiative for any of the podcasts, I would love to do that. And believe me, over the last 5-7 years since that time, I have won more than 7+ case competitions. Recently we have won a case competition wherein 52 participants were there, and we have to speak in front of 400 people, and that was a business case competition, and we have defeated some of the IMs as well. And fortunately I was leading that team from Jaipur. I won multiple. I won a case competition at IILM as well, wherein there were roughly around 102 participants, not at one time. Obviously, there was multiple rounds, and believe me, we got the second position across the India. So, can you imagine that I'm the same person who used to even hesitant of attending the roll call into the class? Yes, I'm the same person. So, final concluding to this particular conversation today, I no longer script myself. I also believe this was something that I was supposed to be having a script, but I didn't have it. I didn't even look at the script that I have. It was just informal conversation. It was just a spontaneous conversation. I trust the message I have built. I host the conferences. I host a lot of different mentorship, and now I have also led to multiple committee events as well. And people say you are so poised. I smile because I know the secret. I'm still practicing. Only now each yes feels like the most natural thing into the world. Thank you so much. This was all about my side. I hope you liked this conversation.